Good morning, all. Good morning. I am Jerry Wakefield, your celebration leader today. We welcome all of you and those joining us from home to Unity of Northwest Indiana. You are here by divine appointment. Unity is a global, inclusive spiritual community. We offer practical, uplifting resources to help people of all faiths apply positive spiritual principles in their lives. Our philosophy of love, acceptance, and peace is based on the teachings of Jesus and the power of prayer.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
I'm Randall Slayton. I'll be participating in the service today. So, we want to just thank you all for being here and celebrating this day with us at Unity of Northwest Indiana, and just give thanks to this church because of the things that we teach, the truth, principles, and recognizing that Jesus pretty much defines what we teach. So thank you all.
And let us stand and sing our opening song that can be found up on the screen. Rain Down.
on the powerful vision we hold as truth for our world. So together we proclaim our vision for the world.
Centered God, we celebrate a world of love, peace, and abundance for all creation.
And we affirm with mind, heart, and spirit our mission as Unity of Northwest Indiana.
We are a dynamic spiritual community expressing universal principles and empowering transformation.
And we proclaim our building our dream prayer with zeal.
Centered God, we affirm the success, prosperity, and growth of Unity of Northwest Indiana.
Our unity principle today is number 5.
Through thoughts, words, and actions, we live the truth we know.
Please be seated. The daily word for Sunday, June 16th, Father's Day, is Father's blessing. The affirmation is, I bless my Father with loving thoughts of gratitude. Today, I bless my Father and the father figures I have known with thoughts of love and appreciation. The man I call Father may or may not be related to me, but he has touched my life with love. I give thanks for those fatherly figures who selflessly gave their time and love to help me grow into the person I am today. Their demonstrations of patience showed me how to give others space and time. Their humor and lightheartedness taught me not to take myself too seriously. Their guidance and trust encouraged me to be independent and trust myself. I would not be the person I am today without the lessons of love and wisdom shared by my Father. In so many ways, he gave me a strong foundation on which I built my life. I am grateful and blessed with all he has given me. Honor your father. Matthew 15:4.
The silence, there is a sacred place, a secret meeting place. Love is there. In the silence, where every color blends and every rainbow wins, good is there. In the light, now you find that you know peace of mind. In the silence, your path is paved in gold, and all your dreams unfold. Love is there. Peace is there. Truth is there. God
very important time and give this precious gift to ourselves, where we turn our attention to our hearts. You may notice the breath and the wind on your nostrils. This is the entrance to the heart. And we breathe in the precious life force of God. And we let go. And notice the ever ebb and flow and the changing all around. And we breathe in more deeply and let go of even more with every breath, making more and more room for precious Spirit to enter and fill us and feed us with the infinite energy available to us. Right here, right now, and we can follow that breath down through our lungs and into our heart. And there you may notice your precious heartbeat. That life force ever beating for you, energizing you, comforting you. And from there we can travel even deeper to our wisdom center, intuition, and even deeper into our sacral center. And down to our root where we draw energy, this life force, and we can draw it back up, all the way up to right between the eyes. And let the muscles of your face soften. Letting go with each breath more and more. Clearing space to be the instrument of peace in the world. And that channel of God into the form. And we move into the silence, where we know our oneness.
Okay, the good news today is that Rev has graciously given our men's group to be of service today. We have chosen to talk about the 12 powers. When Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore studied the life, teachings, death, and resurrection of Jesus, he discovered 12 powers that, when developed, can lead to a life of unspeakable joy and glory. He wrote the 12 powers of man to explain metaphysically the 12 human powers or faculties and the process of regeneration as taught by Jesus Christ. The 12 powers are represented by the 12 disciples. A description of each disciple, power he represents, and the location in the body is shown on the handout. Each of the speakers today has selected one of the principles to briefly talk about. I have selected Philip, the disciple Philip. His location is at the root of the tongue, or the base of the throat. It represents the spoken word. God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, over all the creatures that move along the ground." It's Genesis 1:26. These are the words of God as he spoke creation into existence. Through the Christ mind, we have been endowed with the power of dominion over all that lives upon the earth. Now, physically, that means we have the power over our thoughts. Power to remove thoughts that obstruct growth, to nourish those that bring us closer to the truth of being. We are given the words to speak. Our words have power. Through the power of the spoken word and imagination, we can speak into being what we would have in our lives. We can shape our world. Far from being worms of the dust, we are powerful beyond measure. Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee. Every word that man utters makes an imprint in the astral ethers. Words have the power to uplift as well as the power to tear down. We use the spoken words and affirmations and denials. We, as metaphysicians, speak the word of healing for our bodies as well as for others. So shall my word be that goes forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but will accomplish what I please, and shall prosper in the thing where I sent it. Isaiah 55:11. Again, we have the power to speak blessings to our body, to others, to the universe. We can bless the universe with healing, bless the universe with joy, bless the universe with faith, bless the universe with love. And yet, every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Now, some believe the day of judgment is not yet come, but I'll let that go. I'll just leave you with, watch your words.
Hi, my name is John Wishes, and my power today is understanding. The disciple is Thomas, and the body portion is the mid upper head. You know, the Thomas that we're speaking about, that I'm speaking about, is the doubting Thomas. And so I was wondering, now how did that understanding and doubting Thomas come together? Here's a little bit. Jesus appears to Thomas. Now, Thomas, also known as Didymus, which means twin, one of the 12, was not with the disciples when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see the nail marks in his hands, and put my finger where the nails were, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." A week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them. Though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here, see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it in my side. Stop doubting and believe." Thomas said to him, "My Lord and my God." Then Jesus said to him, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." I think that we know that there's three common things for understanding. There's 2 + 2 = 4. There's an institution. There is an intuition where you wake up and you say Jesus is the best way to go, or whatever it is, and that's where it works. And the other thing is the spiritual one, where despite outward conditions, God is always working for our best and His highest. And here, Jesus is telling Thomas, "Because you have seen me, you have believed, but blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." That's all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm George Obregon, and I'm here to speak about the power of will. The disciple is Matthew, and the body is the mid-upper head. Power of will. This is not to be confused with willpower. The will is the spiritual capacity to choose, not to force. It seems to be a sweet spot and a balance between effort and allowing, where will becomes more powerful. The power of will is less about exerting control over what is happening.
All right, so I am Benjamin Justin. I'm honored to be here and be able to speak to you. I'm speaking about imagination. All right, so imagination is the faculty of mind that images and forms, the power to shape and form thought. The imaging faculty presides at the nerve center between the eyes. You ever just catch yourself staring off? Or you see someone just staring off? Yeah, I think they're in that space right there, in the imagination faculty. And through this faculty, the formless takes form. So this is the entrance to the gateway to intelligent infinity, an entrance. Also maybe through the faith, but here's an entrance to intelligent infinity. We have access to. The gateway is right here. So we can open that up. We imagine many things, right? And a lot of them we hope don't come true, right? The worry and the bad imaginings. So it's good that it doesn't instantly come through, right? That everything we think of, an elephant in this room right now, and it doesn't just pop into existence. So we have this checks and balances to go through, right? It doesn't work alone. But how does this formless take form through this? All right, so we can use our lower powers as well to kind of refine that, and that helps shape the form. So in my experience, my friend let me drive his car. So this was almost a year ago now. He let me drive his car. I'm like, oh wow. So I sat down in his car, I looked up, and the whole top roof is a window. And I'm like, wow, I see clouds and the sun, and this speechless moment of just, And start driving and I start to feel it. I'm like, wow, I'm driving, this is mine. I own this. I'm gonna have one of these. And sure enough, it happened sooner than I thought. About 2 months later, I had my own. Right? But that wasn't the end of the story. It wasn't just imagining it. Right? There was more to go through. So I get this car and I'm like, wow, I have my own. And I start driving north and the battery dies. And I get towed and I ended up taking my vacation in a Myers parking lot. That was great. I made the most of it, bought some steaks and found a grill and had my vacation there. I was able to have some power charged up to 17%, so I had some power in the car and could drive around the parking lot. So that was great. But I held this truth that I learned from Unity, this or something better, right? My friend tried to say, oh, there's this gas car, right? So I bought a Tesla, for those of you that don't know. There's this gas car for, a couple thousand. I'm like, no, I'm living the Tesla life now. I held to that. And I just said this or something better. I was patient, kept a good attitude. The dealer worked with me very well, and I was so blessed. And God said, no, don't settle for that. I actually got a better, newer car, 8 years newer with more bells and whistles. But I held to that truth, this or something better. There was such an opening to doubt this, to, no, it's not for me. But, I felt it. I felt as if it was mine, and I held to that truth and said this or something better and worked with the principles and kept my mind positive in all that waiting time. It seemed like an indefinite amount of waiting time. Right? And I kept this trust that the dealer and these people weren't against me, that everyone's for me, that God has good plan for my life. Right? And sure enough, that came through. And really, this happened years ago with when I sat in college. And I was sitting at a desk in my calculus class that I loved, and there was a supplemental instruction leader, which he kind of helped and went around the room and helped. I said, I want that. I sat at this desk so shy, couldn't even talk to one person. Dreaded the group work, and I said, I want that. I'm going to be up there speaking. And sure enough, that was me, and then that opened up into teaching, right? So these little pictures, these glimpses that we get are for us, and then it goes through a refining process, and we engage our other powers. None of these powers work alone. They work in tandem, or at least, or in threes. They work together. Have you ever been so zealous and then burn out? Right? Because you're working that zeal muscle all alone. So we incorporate our other powers. We might draw our strength through our faith and so forth. So thank you, and imagine good things and know this or something better.
My name is Joe. My power is love. The principal is John. Today I want, I gotta put my glasses on. Today I want to talk to you about something real special, love. Love is more than just a feeling. It's like magic that connects all of us. It makes our lives better and helps us to be the best we can be. From the moment we were born, love is always around us. It is gentle, trust of my ma or ma's figure, the strong hug from our dad or dad figure, and the fun times we have with our friends. Love helps us grow and shapes us who we are. As a man, I have felt the power of love in many ways. I feel it when my wife supports me, whether I succeed or fail. I feel it when my granddaughters smile at me, and I feel it most when someone loves and accepts me for who I am. Love teaches us to be patient and kind. It shows us that being strong doesn't mean being the best or the strongest, but being caring and understanding of others. In a world where people sometimes fight or compete, love reminds us that we are all together the same inside. Love helps us fix problems, heal hurts, and brings light to the dark times. The power of love isn't just in big dramatic action. It is an everyday act of kindness. and the quiet moments we share. It is a sacrifice we make for people we care about, the times we listen instead of talk, and the moments we give without expecting anything back. Love is like a quiet hero, making our lives better in ways we might not always see. To love is to open to getting hurt, but also to find the greatest joys and happiness in us. It is a risk worth taking because love makes us stronger and happier. So let's embrace the power of love. Let's cherish the people we care about, express the feelings, and never take love for granted, because in the end, love gives our lives meaning and makes everything worthwhile. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Rufus Coleman, and my power is strength, and I really needed it this morning to get here. I was having quite a time trying to figure out what to put on and how to get it on. And when I finally got it, I couldn't get it on, I couldn't get my shoes on and stuff like that started to happen. So I started thinking about strength. My disciple is Andrew, and Andrew I found was very interesting. Andrew was a brother of Peter. And Andrew also was the disciple he was a disciple of John the Baptist, and then he became a disciple of Jesus. Strength is my ability to hold fast, endure, stand firm, and stay in integrity. Strength is often seen as physical force, as demonstrated by Samson in the Bible and Goliath. But inner strength, Jesus Christ, is found in quietness, confidence, peacefulness, love of enemies, giving good for evil. Strength is balance between thinking and feeling, logic and emotion, intellect and intuition. Strength externalizes my spinal cord and nerves. It's found in the small of the back. And also, the unity uses colors to go with the 12 powers. And the strength color is light green. And also, I think strength is usually associated with the month of March, and March is my month, it's my birth month, so that's why I kind of chose it. But I want to let you know that the 12 powers are active within you. Whenever you need something, it's already there, so you're fully equipped already. You just have to open up and allow Spirit to be God in you. And I found that to be true this last year. It's been a challenge for me, but through it all, I'm able to keep going and be able to be here with you guys. And for the men's group, I want to say to you guys, strength, soul, and class, you guys have always had it. I'm just glad that you let me be able to share with you. Happy Father's Day to you guys. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I am Randall Slayton. And my power is life. The disciple is Judas, and it's the reproductive organs. Now, you may wonder why Charles Fillmore chose Judas to represent life. Because we know who Judas was, right? The betrayer of Jesus. So there must be a reason why he chose Judas to represent this power. Okay, one of the things about Judas is they say he betrayed Christ, but who of us here today have never betrayed the Christ and put something in front of the Christ? Probably we all have. So we know it's a process. Life, disciple Judas, Fillmore states, the generative center governs the life consciousness in the body. Life controlled by Judas, Jesus' betrayer, is selfish, subtle, focused on sensation, and will destroy the body. It must be redeemed. And Dave Williamson, the writer of the book 12 Powers in You, states this: our body is an expression of the life power. It seems to come from the body, but it doesn't. Life doesn't begin with birth or end with death. Life is continuous, unfolding, renewing. It's constantly changing. Fillmore also stated that immortality in the body is possible only when he or she overcomes the weakness of sensation. And this is some of my thoughts. Although life activates all 12 powers in man, it needs to be directed by the other faculties or powers as long as they are in line with the Christ consciousness, all on one accord. And this is just kind of a brief analysis of what some of these 12 powers that the guys were talking about today. And I just want to say something out of this book by David Williamson. I want to read something. Okay, where are we at here? One second. We're getting closer. It's titled Life Goes On. We develop in our mother's womb for 9 months, and then we are born out of the opportunity for greater development and expression. The life experience in the womb ends, but it leads naturally to other possibilities. Development in the womb is followed by increased life opportunities. This is the way the creative life process works. In this lifetime, I am actually born again and again. As Paul, I think, said, I die daily. As I pass through various development stages and experiences, I see that although I change dramatically in many ways, I am still me. When I graduate out of this body, I trust there is further life expression, development, and work to do. I remember driving down the highway and seeing a sign that said, "Where will you spend eternity?" Where is eternity? When does eternal life begin? Does it start at physical death? I believe that life is abundant and limitless. We are immortal beings living in the midst of eternal life right now. The question then for me is not, where will I spend eternity, but am I living fully in the eternal now? So thank you. I just want to thank all the guys that came up here and shared, because we're all stepping out of our comfort zone a little bit here. So we thank Reverend Jody for giving us this opportunity. Oh,
Yeah.
Jim.
This is gonna fit in. Maybe.
Okay. One more.
This wasn't part of the plan. When we were setting up, the power that I drew was order. And I couldn't think what to talk about. Order. And briefly go over it. Because order is something we think about, we try to live with, and we just deal with the unexpected. Order is very closely, it wouldn't exist, I think, without chaos. So our plan with order is just simply, when things happen, let's go with the flow. And that's all you have to do. And that'll give you order and peace of mind. And I think with George, can we all show George a little bit of love? That's it.
I want to acknowledge all of you again. They did a wonderful job. You know what? That's a big deal to step out of your comfort zone and to share publicly. So I truly appreciate it. So it's time for our offering, and we appreciate everybody who supports our Unity community in all the ways that you do that, financially, with service, with your prayers, with your love, and with all your 12 powers. So let's take a moment to turn within, knowing that as we give, we have already received. We are giving out of what we have already received. We receive in gratitude and we give in love. So we share our offering blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love and I receive in love. Thank you, God. Amen.
I now choose God. I now choose love. I choose you. I give my heart. I give my life. I give my all to you. I now choose God. I now choose love. I choose to give. I give my heart. I give my life. I give my all to you. I give my all to you. I give my all to you.
We bless our love offering together, including those who may be watching us later. We bless these offerings to do the highest and best work of this ministry so that we share the word that we are all one. And we all are the Christ in expression. As we tithe from these offerings, we bless the world in ways we may never know. But we do know as we give, it comes back to us, multiplied, so that we can give and serve in greater ways. We bless this offering with deep gratitude and love. So it is.
I'd love to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers and father figures in this room today. God bless you all. And I know I'm inspired and my 12 powers feel really activated. And thanks for the reminder that we have all we need all the time. Really, it was wonderful. Thank you, all of you, truly. So, the Spiritual Studies Schedule, Changing Family Dynamics Workshop is this Tuesday, June 18th at 5:30. And the Theology Cafe Discussion Group is scheduled to meet at Purdue Northwest next Monday, June 24th at 3:30. Be sure to sign up at the welcome table if you plan to attend. And also there are maps for directions to Purdue. 2024 Fillmore Festival. This is a perfect opportunity to visit Unity Village and celebrate 100 years of Daily Word by attending this year's Fillmore Festival, August 22nd through the 25th. be sure to pick up a flyer for additional information on the events, speakers, and lodging. October 5th, Family Fall Fest. We hope you will consider being part of creating a raffle basket, either with a ministry team, individually, or in a group. Donations should be turned in by the end of July to allow ample marketing time. Please sign up and provide your basket theme. Community connection. While attending the Chamber of Commerce meeting this past week, we were given flyers of upcoming community events. The St. John Township Trustee Office is sponsoring the Financial Peace University, free to all. The first session started this past Thursday, but anyone is invited to attend one or all of the remaining classes over the next 8 weeks. And I would like to add the Financial Peace University theme is based on Dave Ramsey's financial program. She said 1 week is not contingent on another, so you can still benefit from being in attendance for whatever session you're available for. And next, the Humane Indiana is sponsoring Pawsapalooza. There's some zeal activated there. Pawsapalooza. Their Paws in the Park event on September 14th at Community Park in Munster. I know in the past we've had teams that have walked to raise funds. Opportunities are available for us to sponsor as a community, but there is a flyer for information. You can even go take your pet, participate in visiting the vendor booths. It's a fun day to be out with your buddies. And flyers are available at the welcome table for more details about both events. And we are here to pray with you. Unity Prayer Chaplains available to pray with you today are myself, Debbie, Michelle Norris, and Della Lovick. And now we have a special membership meeting update from our Board of Trustee President, Dan Earls. Thank you, Dan.
Well, I just want to thank everyone who was able to come out to the meeting last week and to attend the beautiful, being out there and experience our beautiful property and the beautiful day that we had, and the wonderful turnout we had. We had 36 people that voted on the measures that or the items that we put forth, and the two items were the approving us to move forward with possibly buying a facility with the money that we have as far as our cash assets, and 35 people approved that measure. And then the other one was the voting on if we found the opportunity and chose to sell the property, that you gave us that ability to negotiate and move forward on that. So that was 33 people voted for that. We had one that voted against selling of or buying of property with our assets, and we had two that voted against the possibility of selling the property. But I want to reiterate to everybody, this means nothing that we're not selling anything, we're not doing anything. This gave us the ability to move forward should something present itself. This is not a decision to sell the property. I know there's been some confusion and some comments, and people have read some Facebook posts saying, oh, you're selling the property, you're selling the property. It's like, no, we're not doing anything at this moment. Right now, what this did was give us the ability to move forward should something come forward for us. So this is giving the board that ability so we don't have to go back and have a special meeting to get that approval. This gives us ability, should we find something and something happens, it gives us the opportunity to move forward in a more timely manner. And I want to reiterate too that this turnout was wonderful. It was 36 people that voted, and we have approximately 60 active members that are voting members. So that was over half of our voting membership voted on this measure. So I appreciate that, and for everyone coming out and turning out. So it was a wonderful attendance, and we really appreciate it. Again, you gave us the ability to look into things and move forward, but nothing has been decided at this time, and we want to reiterate that. You know, our goal is to keep the property, be able to do something, but we have to have some flexibility, and that's what you've given us, that flexibility to look into things and move forward should an opportunity arise. So, again, if anyone has any questions or any concerns, please see me or one of the board members. We can try to, help reiterate what's going on and keep you abreast. And we will definitely keep you abreast of anything that happens or moves forward. This is not something that we're going to do in the dark or behind closed doors or anything like that. This is, again, giving us an ability to move in a timely manner should something present itself. So I thank you, and I hope everyone understands that. If anyone has any questions, please definitely reach out to us. Thanks.
Children's blessing.
Let's bless children everywhere.
So we'll be blessing children all over the world. Ours are invisible today.
We got Carly and, we've got 2 kids.
All right.
As a child of God, we pray will always shine bright. We affirm you'll be guided by your inner light. We pray that your laughter will never cease and your heart will be filled with inner peace. We pray you discover the wonder of who you are and that your infinite spirit spreads near and far. For all these things you are here to be and do, we celebrate God's love, expressing and